Hi there. I'm about to start the next stage of Ian's piece. Ian is the locomotives piece that I worked on earlier, and I've shown sort of videos of that. And now what I'm about to do is start moulding him tomorrow with Lorraine's help. So I'm going to go over to her studio to mould him. But before I do, I've got to prime him. So this is Ian's piece here. And there are a few other things over there that I'm going to be working on casting, and just thought I'd show you so you know. Good old Halford's primer. The reason why I do this is because when you make something out of clay and you fire it in the kiln, I fire it to about 1050 degrees, which is known as a biscuit fire. And when you do a biscuit fire, the clay stays porous. I mean, it's no longer clay, sorry, it's ceramic. It stays porous. And when you put silicone on it to mould it, it sort of clings to it, because obviously being porous, some of it goes in and grabs hold. And it's very hard to get off. So you need something in between that will work as a barrier, so that it will protect your piece, but also protect the silicone from the piece, so that it will release more easily. So I use this. And what I've done with this piece so far is I've laid it down on its back. I've sprayed the underneath because part of the I need to sort of do a block wall all around it and from the bottom, and just in case any of the silicone sort of seeps around it, I needed to get there. And also because when you're spraying something, particularly heads and things, all this area up the nose, upper eyebrows, everything that's up tends not to get enough spray on it. So you do that first, you leave it to dry a little bit, and then you do this. And it's really straightforward. You don't need to get the quality of spraying going on with this as you would if you were spraying a car, for instance. You need to do, and that takes a level of skill I just don't have. But the main thing is to try and avoid drips. And the best thing to do is to give this really good shake first. There's a ball in there that knocks around in the paint to mix it. You're supposed to do that for a couple of minutes. Sorry for the unfortunate handshaking stuff. And then you give it a good spray over. That strange noise in the background, by the way, is Peter, who's shooting. He's very good at it. It's a bit worrying. I don't know if they can see the target actually. My problem with this is trying to get the paint into the little groovy details. Because if you look at this, where I've got the train engine at the bottom, there are lots of tiny little details. I can do more of a blanket spray over the back because the back's smoother. There are still some details, but it's not nearly as detailed as the front. And then while the first layer of that is drying out, I shift that out of the way. I'm going to start working on these plaques. These plaques are also to go with this piece. Ian wanted to have, let's see with the light, I think that's best lit for you. Ian wanted to have different aspects of his life put on him. He's an investment banker, so this is the exchange currency, some of the exchange currencies he works in. So there's the sign for the dollar, the pound and the yen on there, and what he's going to do is have his head on a shelf, and then one of these, there are 3 tiles with different imagery on to go up there, and then as life goes on through and he's developing and doing more things that he's excited about, there's the possibility to have more plaques added to this. So it's sort of like a little iconographic area where he's got his image but sort of aspects from his life around him, which is quite an exciting idea. I've never done one of these before, so I think it will work well. And this will be cast in a similar material to his piece. I'm also going to cast some of these in bronze because I think they're fabulous and I really like them. He also is having one of these. This is sort of a version, I don't know how well you can see because of the light, I think that's best light about there. This is to do the Pet Shop Boys, and it's based on some of photographs of them. I've had to change it a bit because I'm going to be careful about infringing someone's copyright, but he likes those images, so that it's sort of like a version of that. And he also loves Concorde, so this is to do with the flight on Concorde. And those are all going to be cast to go with his piece. I'm really looking forward to doing it. Anyway, while the other piece is drying, I'll spray these, and then while they're drying I'll go back and spray the other piece and so on. I think you've probably seen enough, it's not that exciting. Right then, bye bye.